Hello, my friends. Hey, how are you all? Much love, sending love to you all today. I'm Jason Stephenson, and thank you so much for joining me here today. I really appreciate it. And before we continue on, as this is live, I just want to check and make sure that you can hear me okay. And I'm going to be looking at your chat there, and let me know, just give me a thumbs up or something if you can hear me. And thank you too to Relaxing Sleep Station for doing some moderation for me with the moderating for me for the chat. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Jamie. And wow, this is a real test for me today because I'm doing stuff that I've never done before, so I'm putting myself on the line here, but it's all good. Great, you can hear me. Fantastic. Thank you very much. And I'll just say a quick hello to April, to Vicky, to Gemma, to Quiet Meditations, to Kieran, g'day guys, and to Jaden and Ray, Deborah, Dilip, Vic, Adele, Janet. Hello, lovely to see all you guys. Lovely to see you. Thank you so much for joining me, my friends. I really appreciate it. And how did you like the new intro? It's taken me, I can't tell you how much it's taken me to practice switching these buttons. So we're going to see how all this is going. So, yeah. What we'll be doing today is I'll be talking about the power of the subconscious mind and also intentions and setting intentions. And so what I'll be doing so I can focus here and not be too distracted, I'll do my part and then I'll stick around at the end of it for a discussion. So if I don't answer your questions just at the beginning, please note that I'm just doing my best to stay tuned and in alignment with all that is happening. And what I would like to do first is also just show off one of my new shirts that I've just received. This one's called Heavily Meditated, and here is the cup as well. This is a different colored cup. No, Dharma, I'm not getting up to go for a walk. That's later. We've already been for one today. But anyway, you can get these at the teespring.com. I've got the link down below. And I'd also like to have a shout out to Jolie. And I put her link down there, her Patreon link, because Jolie sponsors this channel, and I don't really ask for sponsors so much at all. Really, I don't. I'm looked after enough, but I really value that. And she doesn't know that I'm doing this at the moment. But Jolie she sends out unconditional love and divine energy, healing energy to people, whether it be for an hour a week or an hour a month or whatever. And I'm into all about this this vibrational, this alignment, and we're talking about intentions today. It's about sending intentions, and we don't have to be physically present to receive love. I know that now. I'm receiving love here. I can sense the love from you guys just knowing that you're there. And I think that's a big part about it, is knowing that someone is there or someone is sending love, and that we're connected. And once we know that, there's no end to this. So Jolie, if you want to visit Jolie's Patreon page and sponsor her, please do so, because love is love, and if we can send it out there and get the message across, then that's great. Excuse my dog, by the way, if he happens to cough, and he's just looking at me now. It's like, hold on, see if I can get this camera. He's got to have a bit of a starring role here. There he is there. Oh my goodness. Okay, is that good there? I think that'll do. Okay. So let's get into it, guys. This is really cool stuff, because we're talking about today the gold mine within, if you like, and I'm going to try out these slides too. And if any time you can't hear me or anything's going on, please let me know. And I'll just let you know, guys, that this is not a sleep podcast as such. I'm using these as information sessions more than anything, not to do with live meditation. So because I've got so many recorded guided sleep meditations, that I just want to use this opportunity to connect with you guys the best I can. So we'll be talking about tapping into your subconscious mind, like a treasure chest within. And I've got to tell you that I used to believe that I could tap into this, an unlimited abundance, if you like, of love and prosperity and health and happiness and whatever I choose to do. And now I've got to say this, that I don't believe that anymore. I don't believe that. I know that. I know that in where I'm at this time of my life, 51 years of age on this earth this time around, that I am tapped in now to source, as we all are, all of us. And the difference here is belief. I grew up with my first book, Positive Thinking for Young People by Norman Vincent Peale, and it opened my awareness to that there's more that's going on than just this physical thing that's happening, than our body and everything. There's much more to it. And now I know, I've got to a place just where I know, and I can't even justify this or try to explain it to you. And please also know, guys, that what I'm saying here is just a way to get there. It's not, or we're already here, but just a way. It's not the way. So please take what I say, enjoy what I say, or don't take it on if you choose not to. It's all okay, because ultimately we all have to find our own direction, and we can't rely on others. And I'll explain a little bit more about that as time goes on. You can liken it to a magnet, okay? Now, a magnetized piece of steel. A magnetized piece of steel can lift like 12 times its weight, yet a demagnetized piece of steel can't even lift like a 1-inch nail. And so I think we can liken this to people too, that there's a magnetized person, a person that seems to attract good things in their life. That, they feel, you can see that they're happy, they're content, they're filled with love, they're filled with joy, they have an abundance. And when opportunities come their way, they recognize these opportunities and they grab them. Even if they have fear, they grab them. And then you could have, say, a demagnetized person that seemed to attract in their life negativity, fear, uncertainty, doubt. And when an opportunity comes up, it's sometimes too much for a demagnetized person, if you like, and they put the brakes on and they skid in their tracks because they're blocked and can't move forward. So today what I'm going to offer you is to help you to be as magnetized as possible, to understand a little bit more about the power of the subconscious mind and making intentions. And also, what am I going to do? I'm just looking at my notes here, and I'm going to I've just lost my place here. I wanted to talk about the intention of today, what I set. Okay. I set an intention about creating this presentation for you today. And when I set that intention, that I've just spoke it out to the world, that I want to create a presentation. I want it to be filled with lots of great things, great content, and easy to understand. Well, when I first set that intention, everything began to flow in place, whether it be from an audio that I was listening to, from a book that I was reading, ebooks, everything just seemed to, emails, everything just seemed to boom, 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 file into place. And even so much so that, I always hope to get inspiring quotes to share with you guys, like things that have inspired me, the masters, the ancient wise ones. And I was watching Netflix, and I turned on and decided to have a break and tuned into this movie called The Last Shaman. I must admit, if you haven't seen that and you have Netflix, get that movie out. It's a brilliant movie. It's called The Last Shaman. But anyway, as soon as I turned this movie on, this is the quote that came up by meditation guru of mine that I love dearly, Krishnamurti, and it said, "In oneself lies the whole world, and if you know how to look and learn, the door is there and the key is within your hand. Nobody on earth can give you either the key or the door to open, except yourself." So what is the answer to all of this? Well, I think it's got a lot to do with divine intelligence and the power of our subconscious mind. And interestingly enough, the subconscious mind is the last place that people go to look. And our actions, emotions, and directions, 95 to 99% of them are coming from our subconscious mind. And this is why we really have to be careful what thoughts are dropping in to our head. And the good news is, I guess, is that we all have a subconscious mind, so it's nothing we have to acquire. We can just begin to learn to use it more, to tap into it more. And this also means being protective of the people that we're around, that we hang around. If we choose to be around a lot of negative people, and sometimes even on, I might admit, Facebook, this can be a problem because we're presented with things that come up that really are not in alignment of where we are wanting to go. And so it's really important that we begin to filter out that what we don't want in our lives, because we drop that thought in, that thought goes into the subconscious, and as I said, 95 to 99% of our actions and emotions are controlled by what has entered our subconscious mind. So today, I guess this is all about that we are the seeds. We sow the seeds and we get what we reap, or something like that. Okay, so what I'm going to say to you now, in order to change external conditions, we must change the cause. And the interesting thing is that most people try to change the conditions and circumstances by wanting to change the conditions and circumstances. But the thing is, we need to go to the root of the cause and change that cause first, and then outside things begin to change for us. I guess you can liken the subconscious mind to a ship, or the conscious and the subconscious mind to a ship. And you've got the captain of the ship, who is the conscious mind, and then you've got underneath there are the workers that you can think about in the engine room, the workers of the engine room. The captain yells out orders, and the people in the engine, they're likened to the subconscious mind. They follow the orders. They don't question the orders. They just follow them. And so if the captain is yelling out to veer the ship left, they can't see what's going on. And so they just veer the ship left. They don't question the captain. And this is how the subconscious mind operates. It doesn't know if something is good or bad. So if you're saying, geez, I'm having a shit day, or even if you say, geez, I don't want to have a shit day, I'm going to have a good day, all it's doing is reading in shit day, shit day, shit day, shit day, shit day, and it sinks into the subconscious mind. So be really, really careful of, what we're going to do and where we're going to draw this ship, if you like, this subconscious mind of ours. So what about intention? Well, intention is, I guess the subconscious mind is more of a psychological thing, a physical thing that's taking shape, whereas intention, I think, is more in alignment with something greater than ourselves. Spirituality, if you like. And so when we set an intention, today I set an intention when I woke up that I'm going to have a beautiful day, and I'm going to have, I intend to have a fun day. And I spoke that out loud. And I want to give you another quote now that is summed up very nicely by Carlos Castaneda, and some of his books, The Active Side of Infinity. He's got many fantastic books, guys. So Carlos Castaneda, I'm going to share this quote with you, and it's just a beautiful quote on intention. And he says, "Intent is a force that exists in the universe. When sorcerers, and that is those who live in the belief of source, beckon content, it comes to them and sets up a path for attainment, which means that sorcerers always accomplish what they set out to do." So I want you to think about this just for a moment. So intention is not just something we set out to do, but rather it's an amazing energy from a universal force that we're all connected to. So rather than trying to strive for brute force and will, that we can tune into this subtle universal force that is within us and without us, which is intention. And the only way that we can not work with intention is if we purposely believe that we are separate from intention. And you might ask, well, how do we get it? How do we get separated from intention in the first place? My favorite motivational speaker of all time, and not just motivational speaker, spiritual speaker, has passed over now, but it was Wayne Dyer, and I'm sure many of you are aware of Wayne's amazing work. And I want to share with you that he points out 6 points, ego-related, that keep us separate from intention. And I'm going to share those with you right now. And he says the point number 1 is, I am all that I have. In other words, our possessions, if you like, define us. That's who we are, we think. Number 2 is, I am what I do. That is a thing for many of us. You know, isn't it interesting that one of the first questions we ask someone is, oh, what do you do for a living? And it's supposed to sum up who we are. So that's, our achievements, our careers that define us. Number 3 is, I am what others think of me. And that's others' reputation, your reputation defines who I am. Number 4 is, I am separate from everyone. So that's like my body is completely on its own, and I'm alone, and I'm doing this thing on my own. I'm completely separate. Number 5 is, I am separate from all that is missing in my life. So again, that's like whatever we want, whatever, it's all over there. We're not connected. Nothing is connected. And the big one is, I am separate from God. My life depends on God's assessment of my worthiness. So I would ask you guys that if any of these 6 beliefs ring true for you, I would ask you to take time just to think about that. Because if they do ring true for you, if this is something that you think, yeah, I think that's it, I think I'm separate from everything, then I can tell you now, what we intend is not going to work. We're putting up a block of the powers that we all have access to. No one is denied of this access. But if you don't, if you have this block, then intention is closed off and shut down. So Wayne Dyer goes on to say, so how can we activate intention? And he puts this forward beautifully in 4 points. And the first one is discipline. And this is the first stage. This is training your body, mind, and spirit, if you like. It's training your body. It's eating well. It's taking care of the temple, exercising, meditating, finding time, even if you find 2 minutes, 5 minutes, to be still. Not even to listen to a meditation, just to be still. Number 2 is wisdom. And when combined with discipline, this helps to bring in patience as you begin to get your thoughts together. Number 3 is love, the big L word. And loving what you do and doing what you love, if you can master this, you send a rocket to the stars. And the fourth one is, the biggest one is surrender. And it's surrendering to all that is. It's letting go. It's being in the moment and trusting, just trusting that all is going to be okay. And you know, when you think about it, we were born from a little atom, and then that become a seed, then an embryo, and here we are now as a physical being. I mean, that's pretty magical. And if you were, you know, that's something to get our head around, and we take it for granted. But that's intention. We've come from an intention of love. I'd like to share with you my example of surrendering. And even before that, when I was in an ego state of mind, and how surrendering changed the whole outcome of the intention. You see, I was in a talent contest many years ago. And here I am. For those of you that don't know, I was doing a lot of singing many years ago. And it was a grand final of a talent contest. And it was in Sydney. And this one was a fairly prestigious talent quest, you know, and many good people were in it. Brilliant people were in it. In fact, there were 17 contestants, and all of them were brilliant. And I was there backstage, and I happened to be the last contestant on. And I started off quite positive about this and feeling good and wanting to perform and wanting to sing and wanting to give my best. And then the nerves kicked in, and I was feeling really afraid and also not worthy, thinking that everyone is good out there. What chance have I got? I might as well stop now. Why bother? This negativity, this ego started to kick in of wanting to compete, and it was just an awful thing. And I will tell you, the compere of the show recognized this in me, and she was a very in tune lady, I might add. And she said to me, "Jason, what's going on with you?" She said, "You seem really positive, and now you're going back in your shell." And I said to her, "Look, everyone's brilliant here. Everyone's really good. And, I'm not sure what chance I've got, but I'm just going to give it my best shot." And she looked at me and she said, "Jason, what did you come here for in the first place? You come here because you enjoy singing. You give so much." She said, "You have fun, is that right?" And I said, "I do. I love singing. I love to sing." She said, "Well, step out of the competition. Step out of that mind frame and go out there and enjoy every single moment and just give to the people. Don't be connected to the outcome. Let go of the outcome. Surrender yourself." And wow, they were the words I so needed to hear in that moment. And something inside just shifted quite magically, if you like. And it was like she said, my small self said, my ego self said, I'm still doubtful. Then my big self, the higher self, said, "Step out of the way, Jay. It's time to shine. It's time to sing. It's time to enjoy every single moment. Go out there and enjoy it." And I did. I went out there, and I went out there and walked on stage with this calm and grace unlike anything I've ever experienced before. It was such an amazing feeling, and I sang with this pure connection to the God force. And I will tell you that I ended up winning that contest that night. And even if I didn't win, I walked off that stage. I can't explain it. I get even goosebumps thinking about it still. I walked off empowered, 100% empowered, because I was in that moment. And it didn't matter anymore about the outcome. She was right. It never mattered about the outcome. I allowed it to swallow me and take over. That was one of the biggest lessons, just to snap back into surrendering. So if you think that this setting intentions thing is by chance, that it's all just made up, then you're really missing out on a beautiful opportunity and the mystery of life. How beautiful life can be. And we don't even have to necessarily question intention. We don't have to say how does it work? Why don't we just say yes? Yes. And today I intend, fill in the blanks. It's up to us, my friends. It's truly up to us. We can speak out that intention. We can write that intention down. I find speaking it out is more powerful for me, but you can write it down. You can put it up on your computer. In fact, right as I look at my computer, I've got a few things I've intended that are there, that I'm seeing every day. I think we've got to believe in the power of the subconscious mind and intention to strengthen us and to begin to create more abundance, more love, more opportunity, more wealth in all areas of our lives, not just financial wealth. And to summarize all of this, I would like to leave you with an amazing quote from Leonardo da Vinci. And it says, "Learn how to see. Realize that everything connects to everything else." I love that quote. Everything is connected, and the more we get into that alignment, that vibration, the more you will know. You will just know that it's the truth. There won't even be second guessing anymore, and your life can operate from a higher plane, a higher vibration. And things will begin to just come to you left, right, and center. Bang, 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 bang. And then you just go, wow, this is awesome. This is beautiful. So what I'd like to do is say that brings me to the official end of this video, but I will stay around to have a short discussion with you or answer some questions if you have anything. Also, I'd like to say before you go too, I'm doing a live guided meditation, and we're going to tap into more of intentions in that, and it's tomorrow on the thinkbiglifestyle.com platform, and you can sign up for that, and it's a class, and it's only $5. So if you're interested, you can sign up, but hey, it doesn't mean I'm not doing YouTube stuff. I'm still going to keep doing YouTube stuff. So I open up the discussion board now, and we'll see if anyone's got anything to say. And thank you guys for listening, and thank you for your love and support and all of the hearts. I can see them here. Elaine says, do you compose the music in your videos? Oh, Elaine, no, I don't. I've sung some in some of my videos, but no, I don't compose. I work with numerous composers, and I'm truly blessed to work with some beautiful composers. In fact, I know that some of my, thank you, Jamie, for putting that up. thinkbiglifestyle.com is for the meditation class. Thank you, mate. Please, guys, also check out Relaxing Sleep Station, Jamie's channel too. He's got lots of sleep music there, meditations, and he's in a bit of a transformation time. Please go and support his channel. He's an amazing human being. Amazing. Forever Conscious, Jason, thank you for the great work. You're most welcome. I'm only too happy. Thank you, Victoria. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And Tamara listens to my affirmations every morning and fall asleep. And there's an affirmation video, I think, coming out tomorrow, a spoken affirmation, not subliminal. So if you're into spoken affirmations, there's a new one coming out tomorrow, Life Expansion. I think it's going to be a beauty. How can I get in touch with the dealer? Oh, sorry, that's a personal message to someone there. Okay. Pamela says, I love your meditations. Use them every day. Thank you so much for your work, and you're most welcome, Pamela. Thank you for your support. Hi, Jane. Kieran Fox, I have a question about the merch. Would you be able to add some white color options for the shirts? Love to be able to get a white one to tie-dye. Sure, we can. I'll take that on board, Kieran, and I think my staff will be seeing this and they'll take that on board as well. And Jamie's channel is Sleep. He's the Relaxing Sleep Station. I hope I said that right before. He's actually the moderator there. You'll see the little spanner there. You can click on that. Thank you, Jane, for your donation too. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Quiet Meditations, for your support too, and for doing what you do. I appreciate it. Olivia's journaling all of this as we speak. And gratitude lists. And gratitude lists are amazing. Just living in gratitude is a wonderful thing each day, to be thankful. In fact, can I say to that even this morning, just laying there in bed and waking up and being where I am and doing what I do, I started to rattle off, what I was thankful for the sunny room that I was in, and for the being warm, and my dog next to me on the bed, and I'm sure that the more we're grateful, the more gratitude we have, the more love we have. Just like anything, it's something else that drops into our subconscious mind. It comes out, more is returned. It's like this circle of energy. Can I make, Dilip says, can I make success affirmations? Make 11-minute success affirmations. 11:11 might be a good idea. I might take that one on board. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Red Chan, your voice is healing in itself. Thank you so much for your generosity. Thank you. Melissa, yes, the merchandise is out now. It's the link is in the description of the website, actually, so you can check that out. No, I didn't see the question on ayahuasca. Victoria, you might have to repeat that one if you can, and I'll try and grab that. Mackenzie, what do I do if I have creepy thoughts flooding my mind and can't sleep? Let's try this, Mackenzie. Let's just try this, and before you go to bed, let's start putting it out there right now that you intend to have a really peaceful night's sleep, a beautiful night's sleep. And because even talking about that creepy thoughts flooding the mind, again, that's like a drop in the ocean into the subconscious mind, and it's almost propagating that. So you can just eliminate that, push that aside, and tonight I intend to have a beautiful night's sleep. Or from this moment on, I intend to have a beautiful night's sleep. Let's try it, see what happens. Give this the best shot. Also, listening to some beautiful sleep music too can be comforting as well for a while if you're going through a rough patch. Give that a try too. April, did you find that things in life tend to get more hectic when you are on the verge of breakthroughs, when seeing more things come to fruition? Interestingly enough, April, there's probably some truth in that. Yeah, there's probably a lot of truth in that, actually. There's been, if I can reflect back, just a while back, a few months back, my life was sometimes chaotic. And I put some of that down to the environment, but I also put it down to that's where I was at that moment, and that's where I was choosing to be at that time. And there was some calling that said, I need to shift out of this now, and I need to go to this place. And then the major shifts have occurred since then. Major shifts have occurred. So yeah, I think sometimes before things get smooth, it's like not the calm before the storm. It's the storm before the calm, actually. Yeah, I think that's true. Okay. Many blessings to you, Jake, and many blessings to you, Cheryl. And Janice, I appreciate you guys. Okay. Well, we go Gupta. Oh, Victoria, wondering if your ayahuasca experience influenced or informed your strong ability to tap into your subconscious. Victoria, I think it would have had to have played some part. It has, major shifts and transformations have taken place since that time. However, I can't put it down to the plant completely. I think it amplifies where you need to go or where you want to go and what's going on in your life at the time. But yes, let me tell you about the part in particular. I remember when I'd taken the ayahuasca drink and a feeling of being really unsafe and isolated at one point, like I was disconnected from everyone. And I called out to the group of people, and you might remember this on the video, and I said, can someone please tell me that I'm safe? I just want to know that I'm safe. I felt so disconnected and isolated from everyone. And then I heard voices say, people, not only people, but whispers in my head saying, you're safe, Jason, you're safe, Jay. It's all okay, you're safe. And it was this amazing transformation, just that alone, of knowing that even though I was feeling alone, I was safe and I was connected. So yes, it definitely played a part. It's helped me along my journey. There's no doubt about that. Jessica says, I'm healing myself night after night. Thanks in many ways to your meditations. I consider you a friend. And good on you, Jessica, for putting in, the effort, your effort to do that. You're welcome, Mackenzie. You're most welcome. And Kahuna Bear, top-notch audience, refreshing, hope, instilling. Absolutely. I got to say, just reading these comments, man, that's empowering. There's so many things that people are transforming and going through their own stuff. And you guys truly are amazing. And I hope that each and every one of you begins, if you don't already recognize it, begin to recognize it now. That you are an amazing being, a part of this beautiful cosmos, and you're just as important as everything and everyone because you're connected. So how can you be less important? We're all connected and we're all beautiful in our own right. And we've all... Maybe it's a part of this journey is to be the best we can be, so then we can shine and inspire other people that we go out to, that we reach out to. And Jane says, I've been hearing a lot about ayahuasca. I'm a little scared to try it yet, but I'm leaning towards it. And perfectly understand that fear. And if there's any fear, as you know, you don't have to do it. Just do it when that calling... You'll know when that calling takes place, then you can just go in there and jump in wholeheartedly and do it. I agree, Tricia. Great chat room, very respectful. And Dilip, Jason, I really like your voice in the affirmation. It kind of relaxes me that somebody is there. Perfect. Well, I'll be doing Dilip more of those affirmations tomorrow with me speaking, so you'll see there. Thank you, Jane. Thank you, Victoria. Thank you, Patis. Yeah, guys. Yeah, I send you love. I send you a lot of love. You're most welcome, Jane. I'm just going to send you love for 30 seconds, okay? Let's just do this. This is just something I haven't done before, okay? Let's just see if we can feel this, okay? I think sometimes our words get in the way and we can intellectualize too much, and we just have to love. That is enough. That is enough. On that note, I'm going to leave you guys for now. And there's one more question. Love going on the adventures with you. The crystal jungle was amazing. What is your inspiration for these journeys? I get thoughts, and then I was blessed previously. I used to work a lot with writers, and I would just convey to the writers of what I wanted and where I wanted this journey to go, and the writers would tap into their creative force, and yeah, it worked beautifully. So I send you love, guys, and until next week we may have it on a different day, but probably around the same time. And someone said doggy, and I think you could hear the dog walking out. Here he comes back. Come on. Come here. I'll take him out now. We'll go for a drive in the car. Much love, guys, and thank you for your support, and hope to see you again next week. Have a beautiful week, okay? Thank you.